Hi, and welcome to step 2 here. This is the Bing Ads homepage. So basically, you'll see this when you log in. You actually see your campaigns page. Let me show you. This is what you usually see when you log in. There's usually notices up here. You can close that. And these are all your current campaigns. If they're active, you have a green check mark. If they're paused, which I've manually paused them, that means they're not running, then you can control all your campaigns. So the home page, just navigating over here, just so you can see, just trying to educate you on how this all works. You can actually see kind of how your ads have been performing, what you've been spending, and everything. So the home page is not really that important at all in Bing Ads. Your campaigns page is really what's really important, and that's where you're going to be creating your campaigns and choosing your keywords and everything like that. So this is where all the action happens. This is how you're going to create your first campaign. It's very, very easy, step by step. Anybody can do this, and man, you're going to get really awesome results. So I'm going to show you how to set up your first campaign in Bing Ads. So far, just a quick checklist. You should have already added a credit card or payment information. Your ads typically will run in under 24 hours if everything is okay. And once your account, gets into a stage where it's approved, then any future ads you create are usually approved immediately, and you can start using it. So I'm going to create a new campaign, and here's how you do it. So I'm going to zoom in because I'm not sure how clear it is right now. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to click Create a Campaign, and you're going to do Search and Content Campaign. You don't do anything else. Always Search and Content. This is the right way to do it. Okay, campaign number 22. I'm going to show you how to set this up. You're going to name this campaign something that you can remember. So I'm just going to do this roofing campaign 1. You can title it whatever you want to. Make sure you select your time zone. So for me, I'm in Mountain Time. Campaign budget. This is very important, especially in PPC. Your campaign budget should always be either $5 or $10. Never do more and never do less than 5. Well, 5 is the minimum, but you should never do more than $10. Why? Because you're actually going to be testing and scaling up. You never want to just set your budget at $100 because Bing Ads and Yahoo is going to try to use your budget up, and we don't want to scale up until we know you have an effective campaign. So you should start your campaign budget with about $10. That's what I recommend. $10 is a good daily budget. It gives you the option of daily or monthly. I choose daily. Don't do any more than 10 because then you're putting yourself at risk and you're not really going to know what works and what doesn't. So that's what it comes down to. What language? You're going to leave this to English, and we only want this in the United States. Now, if you're targeting only a certain area, this is very important. So if you're a local business, you want to do selected cities. Okay, so enter a location to target or exclude. So we would type in Long Island, for example, and Bing should pick that up. Looks like it didn't, so let's do a browse, and let's see if we can actually get the United States up and running. So look, if we actually go to New York, we can actually select all the places. So let's do that again, just make sure you got it. So what you're doing is it's defaulted to the United States, but since we're doing local, we want to select cities, metro areas. Now we're going to go to Browse because it didn't pick up anything from Long Island. And when you click Browse, let me go back, just to show you here. You're going to find the United States, of course. It's all alphabetized. You're going to scroll down to New York, and you're just clicking the little arrow on the side right here. So you can't click here, and you're going to actually click all the places you want to target in within New York. So it gives you these areas, and you can even go down even farther. So like there's New York metro area, so as you can see, there's New York metro area, and then you can start targeting all these different cities. And the ones you want to target, let me see if I can find Long Island, or even Hicksville. Just going to go through this really quick here, so I'm not too familiar. There's Hicksville. I'm going to go ahead and click Target. Okay. Then I want to go ahead and find Long Island as well in here. I think I passed it if it's in here. Once again, not too familiar with New York, but there's Long Beach, Long Valley. It's weird. I don't see Long Island in here, but you want to target anything, whether it's Long Beach or any other city that's relevant to your business. Here's what you're gonna target. So I'm just gonna pick some at random. So I'm gonna target. Let's just say I'm targeting a few of these. Okay, and it asks if you want to increase. What that means is your current bid, it will actually increase it for you if you really want to target those areas. I just typically leave it at 0%. It's going to work just fine for you. If we see that after our campaign's running for a few days, we can always tweak this. So you're going to put in all the locations you want, all the cities that match, and you're going to just do that with the browse setting, and you're going to manually put in their target. Okay, next one. Show ads to people in searching for or viewing pages about your targeted location. That basically means there could be someone in Utah searching for Long Island roofing repair, and they would get results there. Typically, with a local business, you want to use this option. You only want to show ads to people with that IP address that are actually in your area, because it's probably very rare that someone from Utah or someone farther away is going to use your service. So we always just use the show ads to people in your targeted location. All right, so far that should make sense. So what we've done is we've created a campaign. We always name our campaign so we can track it. We never set a daily budget higher than $10 to start off with until we can prove that it's profitable. Then we always leave it in English, and we're only going to target selected cities and metro areas. We really want to gun down on that. Now, we want to create our ad. This is our ad type. It's a text ad. We leave it like that. Your ad title is very important. Don't worry too much, because being in Yahoo allows you to create split testing campaigns, which means that we'll be able to create more ads like this and see which one gets better results. So let's see if it lets me use this title that I want to do. Is your roof your roof? So here's one of my ad titles that I would use. Is your roof leaking? So you're basically asking a question, and I'm going to help you write the text of your ad. So this is one of the ads that we're going to use. Is your roof leaking? Then for ad text, we could put need fast, friendly roofing repair. Let our team help. So I'm going to just do that for my ad copy. So basically, is your roof leaking? We're going to go over some other ad copies that we'll use farther in this course. But for my sample ad and for this sample video, is your roof leaking? Need fast, friendly roofing repair. Let our team fix your roof fast. So it really is a good ad copy. Then for your display URL and your destination URL, I'm going to show you that. So here's where we obviously want to take people. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go ahead and go back to Bing Ads, and I'm going to put that as your display URL and destination URL. What does that mean? Display URL is what shows people to visitors. So look, with this little green text right here is what people see. Destination URL should actually be your website, because that's where it's actually taking them. For example, your display URL could actually say google.com, as you see over here in the ad, but in reality, when they click on the ad, it's still going to take them to roofingLongIslandNY.com. Now, if it's the other way around, then it would actually take them to google.com, which we wouldn't want to do that. So I typically just leave those the same. Your display and your destination should be the same. All right, so everything's looking good so far. We got your first ad copy. Now we need to research keywords. Okay, here's the thing with Bing that I want to point out. Bing and Yahoo, you never ever want to enter your keywords manually where it says type or paste keyword separated by commas, because Bing and Yahoo have a database of keywords that are in their system, and if you type them in manually, your keywords won't get picked up. I don't even know why they have this feature here, because it doesn't work. Every time I was using it, I would get very, very bad results. And most people who set up a campaign blindly would just start typing in, keywords like roofing repair. But that's not how you do it. You research keywords right here. This is how you research your keywords. And this is what's really cool about Bing and Yahoo, and Google does this as well, is that it actually picks up keywords off your website, and it will actually find different keywords that are relevant. Well, I would choose roofing repair, roofing company, roofing services, re-roofing, and perhaps even remodeling, and add those keywords. Let's start by adding those. You want to add what's relevant to your users, and I'm going to give you some keyword ideas too as we go farther along in this course. But starting off, do this. Look at this, roofing company. You're looking at 39 cents, 5 cents, 24 cents, 39 cents a click. Not bad. This is a first page bid. We're talking about a first page bid which comes up to the very, very top of the results. Okay, so what you have to determine now is what I like to do. If you don't mind paying 39 cents for a click, that's not really that bad. Personally, I never like going over 30 cents a click. So if I see something that says $1.80, take that $1.80 out, replace it with 30 cents. You're still going to get some traction. If you don't want to pay 41 cents, I would recommend taking that out to 30 cents. Okay, roofing services, I'm going to still take that down to 30 cents. And I know, because I have a good ad copy, I'm going to be able to beat my competitors. And even with re-roofing, never do $1.07. You never will have to bid that high. So anything that's over, 50 cents, I would bring it down to at least 30 cents, like this, 30 cents, 30 cents, and you're still going to get a lot of traction on that. So there it is. Everything looks good. As you can see, I think my highest bid is 44 cents. I'm okay with that personally. If you want to bid lower, you can. However, you don't want to typically bid under 15 cents. So 15 cents is the lowest you should go per click to get results. If you want good results, stick with that. Because in the future videos, I'm going to show you how to pick other keywords as well. You're going to learn that. This is getting at your first campaign going. Another thing you want to do after you pick some keywords here, if you want to add more, go ahead, roofing Long Island, add what you feel is relevant to your landing page. What I like to do next is find keywords containing a word or phrase. Okay, so here I would type in what I believe people are searching online. So I would type in here roofing repair. Do a search. And look, roof repair, 6,937 searches, and it goes off of last month. That's really a lot of searches. And it's going to, of course, target your area. Roof repair, roofing repair, roof repairs. I'm going to go ahead and add these in. Roof leak repair, roofing repairs. And there's a lot of different things that you can add. So roofing repair service, repair roof, and click on add to all those keywords. Right now we want to add a good database of keywords so we can measure our campaign, because right now we have no idea honestly how our campaign is going to perform until we at least spend $5 to $10. So we need to test the waters with $5 to $10. Same thing, go through and never bid more than, you should never have to bid more than 50 cents a click. If you really want a keyword, go 50 cents is your highest, but I usually stay at 30. Anything that's over what I want to pay, I go and knock it down to 30. Your cost is going to get lower naturally, as you run your campaign. So that's where your cost can really get down to 15-cent clicks, 10-cent clicks, and I've even got as low as 4-cent clicks. So all I'm doing is just taking this out, pasting it. Don't worry about this too much. No, I'm fine with the 29 cents. That's really good. Oh look, 8 cents, 18 cents. All right. There you go. So click on save after you have your keywords in there. I guess one thing I want to clarify is, what is broad, phrase, exact, and content? Well, broad means if someone types in New York Roofing Company, that's known as a broad phrase. So very broad if it has that keyword in. Exact means if someone types in exactly roofing company, then you're bidding this much, which is first page. Content means that your advertisement is going to show up on websites that are related to roofing, which could be a good thing. Now, content bidding is probably not going to be as effective for you. So what you can do with the content bid is you can actually knock that down to 10 cents, because the content isn't going to be probably as effective for you as people actually searching it. So I would actually knock your content bid down. I mean, it still has value, but I would knock it down to maybe 10 cents. You don't need near as much money towards your content as you do on the other search terms. Because the exact means someone exactly types in, phrase is if it has that phrase, and broad is anything that's related keywords. So someone could type in, repair my roof, and that would come up in your in the search results. So I would just knock down the content down to maybe about 10 cents. So hopefully that all makes sense with what those are, but that's all really good stuff. So here's what our ad looks like so far. Is your roof leaking? So if someone has a leaking roof, they're going to definitely click on your ad. We're going to create more ad copies too. In the next video, I'm going to talk about multiple ad copies. I want to get this first one set up. Search network bid. What's the max you're willing to pay for a bid? I always leave it at 0.3 content network bid. I would knock that down to maybe 0.10, so 10 cents. Okay. Here's another thing that's very, very valuable to you. Demographic and device. I think we probably want to target both genders, all ages. And when do you want to run this? I would probably run this ad all day. And device. Do you want people to look it up on the smartphones, tablet devices, desktops? Yes, I would say yes in this case. For this, usually in the make money online niche, we only stick to desktop and laptops. But since this is a business, a brick and mortar business, I would stick to desktops, laptops, smartphones, and tablet devices. And when do you want your ads to run? Schedule. It's going to have no end date. It's going to start immediately. So basically, after you check all of this and everything's happy, you can tweak this if you like. Everything else below it stays the same. You don't have to change anything here in the advanced settings, and you only need to change something here if you want to target, a certain gender or age group. But typically for you, you're just going to leave this the same. So no changes made below this point. We did the 0.3 and the 0.10. And we'll click on save. I hope I'm not going too fast. If I am, please, just shoot me an email or a call and we can walk through it. So you save your campaign, and your campaign will actually start running as soon as the Bing system approves it, which is usually very fast. And let me see if I can find the campaign I just created. There it is, Roofing Campaign 1. Keep an eye on that. You can see how many impressions. Impressions are when someone does a search and your ad shows up. Doesn't mean they click it. And you can measure your clicks. What's a good click-through rate? You want to get a click-through rate over 1%. If you can get a click-through rate over 1% for your ad, you're doing really well. We'll talk more about that in the next video. So we set up your first campaign. You could actually model exactly what I did and start testing results. We're going to set up some more campaigns and some more ad copies, and I'm going to show you how to do that in the next video.